So I got Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the 4th game, and it is a game which is apparently optimized for NVIDIA users, and so it says on the box. But when I got into it, I was always stuck at 30 FPS. I do have it for the PC. This obviously is a PC tutorial guide, but it was really annoying because I was thinking for myself, to begin with, maybe the vertical thing is locked at 30 FPS, and then I looked at the sky. The sky was at 60 FPS, so I was like, something's definitely wrong here. So I did a little bit of researching into what would happen and if it was the VSync or not. Turns out it was to do with something called triple buffering, in which, if you don't understand what that is, that's totally fine. I will leave a website in the description and you can go there and you can look at it. It's pretty interesting to see how it works actually. But moving on. So I figured out that was the problem, and straight away I knew kind of a way to fix it from something I'd done previously. If you've ever seen my Dead Space 3 fix guide, it's the same thing there. Basically, you need to have a program that will override your triple buffering and force the VSync. Or you don't even need that, to be honest, because you can use it through your control panel if you're an NVIDIA user. So I've got an NVIDIA 780. It is an incredibly powerful card. It's £500. It should be able to play this game in 60 FPS constantly on one of the higher settings. I know Assassin's Creed pushes it out, especially with its anti-aliasing. But anyway, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So the first thing I wanted to do is install D3D Overrider, and I'll show you how to do that now. So basically, I'm on my desktop. If you go to Google and you type in D3D Overrider, and the first thing you will come up is down here. There's a river tuner. D3D Overrider is a program inside of a program. You can get it on its own. If you look around on the internet on some forums, that people have like downloads for just D3D Overrider, but if not, the simplest way is to download it as a package of River Tuner. So if you go to download the latest public build, you go to River Tuner version 2.24c, download that, install it. When I did it, I had a couple of issues with mine. Basically, it said that it didn't have a digital signature and it might not work properly. I just went through that. I was like, okay. Made sure there was a shortcut for it. And basically, when that was done, you can do this two ways. You can go through your desktop here, or you can go through the computer and your local disk C drive. I'm going to do this because most of you guys will have the same sort of thing. So if you go to my computer, local disk C, program files 86, and then if you go down, it will be here, River Tuner version 2.24. So if you click on that, it will be in your tools, and there it is. So that's the exe there. If you basically want to right click that and create shortcut or send to desktop, as mine is here, and basically once that's done, to make it work, if you just double click on it, make sure you click OK for admin use, it will now appear in your system tray down on the right hand side. If you basically click on it there, it will bring up the program itself. There it is, D3D Overrider. So the next thing you need to do before you start up your game is you need to add it to the list of applications which are here. And it's really simple. Click on the X, or the plus sign, I'm sorry. And now where your Assassin's Creed will vary from mine. If we go to my computer again, most of yours will be in local disk C, and if not, it will be on the other hard drive you've installed it on. I'm pretty sure if you've got another drive and you're installing it on there, you'll know where it is. Mine is on a solid state drive, which is volume J. And as you can see, as soon as I click on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, it's already here. Not really that hard to find. So that's that stage done. So as soon as you've got that, it will appear on the side here. Now I do know back there you did see two EXEs. There is one separate for multiplayer and single player. Choose both if you're going to do both, I suppose. So that's what you need to do. And then the next thing is you make sure that your force triple buffering and force VSync is on, or even your force VSync doesn't have to be on because you can do it through your NVIDIA control panel. For AMD users, keep that on, because I used to be an AMD card user and I had to keep it on because that's what I needed for, to push the VSync on, because it wouldn't work through the control panel. So as soon as that's done, most of you should be okay actually. I had a lot more problems after this stage, but normally if you click on the game, you'll have a bing sound, it will work, and that is you sorted. So if you have that, that's fine. You can stop this video here, you can leave it. I had one more issue. Now basically when I would click on the game, I would hear two sounds. Now the normal sound is sort of a bing, it's the Windows asterisk sound. That's the sound to show that it is working, it is fine. I had the Windows asterisk, which was the bing, and then I had the critical sound stuff, which is like So basically it seemed like it wasn't working for me, but my frame rates were pretty good. So I would be going on it, I would be getting like 63 FPS, which I knew there was a problem with there, meaning that my VSync's not working. So basically by doing this, I don't know, my VSync wasn't working. And I found a quick way to get around it. Actually, I say quick way. It took me 2 hours of frustration and anger to get through it. But basically what you need to do for NVIDIA users, right click and go to your control panel, and hopefully it won't freeze, that's fine. Now my triple buffering and vertical sync is on. Basically yours might not be on. I quickly restored it so it was off and then put it back on again, and then I went on the game and it was fixed. Now I know it says triple buffering here. If you could just turn that on, why would you need to force it through the D3D Overrider? Now that only works for GL games, or OpenGL games, that's what it was called. And basically all sort of new games and Assassin's Creed are DirectX game, so it won't work. It's for the sort of older games like Quake and Doom, as far as I read up on. So basically once you've done that, you can go again, click on your game again. I use Fraps to monitor my FPS because DxTory will not work with this, and it came up at 60 FPS at a constant stream. So there we go, that was my fix for it. It took me a long time. Hopefully they can fix this because it's really annoying, especially when it's supposedly an NVIDIA optimized game and it's sticking you with 30 FPS, which is just ridiculous when you've got a card, especially like mine, when you've got a good card that should be able to play the game well. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it's helped you a little bit. If you've got any problems, just leave me a comment. I will answer them as soon as I can. If you liked the video and it did help you, make sure you give it a like, of course. And if you want to see more videos, or you're part of my base and stuff like that, make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back to show you some more videos soon. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys, and that is me signing off for now. So, thank you guys for watching.